Hey, this is IOD, and I'm bringing you a review on the Dr. Grip Shaker playboarder. As you can see here, this is the green playboarder. This is a 0.5 millimeter pencil. It's got a shaker mechanism built in, and what that is when you shake it, the lead comes out. It looks like this. Start off, this is a newer pencil. This is the newer version of the Dr. Grip Shakers. The Dr. Grip Shakers have been around for a fair amount of time. Sear is new. It came out, I'd say, within the past year. And the big thing about this one, they make them all different, is the customability of the grip in the front. As you can see here, there's 3 different grip pieces. This back here isn't a grip piece, this is just plastic. Kind of looks like it. But what you can do is you can unscrew the front and take off the grip pieces, and that's going to look like this. As you can see, we got 3 grip pieces. This is the green version, so we got a green, a yellowish light green, and a white. Now, what you can do is you can take these out and you can reorganize them and put them back in. And I mean, that's cool and all, but I'd like to say I've done this about once and I've just left it like that. So I really don't think the rearranging is the big thing. I think the big thing is the 3 different grip colors, because that looks really cool. Give me a sec, I'm going to get a different Dr. Grip and another grip, and I'll compare that and show you what the 3 different grip colors are going to look like. Okay, what I got here is a Dr. Grip Flash Body Red version. This is what a grip's gonna normally look like. This is the undergrip. Remember, the dual grips are the grips are dual layered on the newer shakers. These are all Japanese shakers, but some of the newer American shakers are like this. They have dual layers. So first they have this single layer grip. This is what you traditionally think of when you think of Dr. Grip, the clear, squishy grip, and then they have this grip under, which comes in different colors. As you can see on my Flash Body, you got a single colored red grip, which, I mean, it looks nice. The entire pen's red. I have an insert in the back, that's why it looks like that, but I think it's really cool that they have it like this. Now these come in, I believe they come in green, blue, kind of like a reddish. I mean, it's gonna have multiple colors, and then like black, blue, black, orange, black, red. So it's like a combination of those colors. So they come in a different amount of colors, and it's really customizable. Like I said earlier, the inserts in the back, they're gonna look something like this. This was not the nicest insert I've had. I mean, I made it. It looks nice. I designed these. You can design them, and I guess I work on them in Photoshop, and I bounce them through Fireworks and GIMP, other things. But that's what this one looked like. This one doesn't go in that well. This one on my Flash Body looks great. It's a simple black, and it went around nice and clean. Now, the actual grip of the pen, Dr. Grips are known for their comfort in holding. The grip it's why they call them Dr. Grip, as in doctor, you know, like, it's good for arthritis, as they say. It helps you. I know they've won awards for the pen, actually. They've been recognized as extremely good for helping with arthritis, and I'd say that's very true. As you can see, this grip is already decently thick, and it's very squishy, I'd say. It's not very solid. Same thing with these. These are very, very like almost like a rubber band type feeling to them. I mean, they're thin, but it's dual layered and they're squishy. Now, like I said earlier, this is the newer Dr. Grip, and these have replaced the older Dr. Grip shakers from Japan, which are currently out of production, and this is a grip from an older Dr. Grip shaker. Now I'm going to compare the two grips. As you can see here, first off, this grip right here from the older Dr. Grip shaker is obviously thicker, and that makes up for not being dual layered. You see on this one, it's probably going to be a bit thicker because it's dual layered. This one it feels like a different rubber. This is more, it's got a more glossy-ish look to it. You can see through it better. This one's kind of like a frosted version of that. And I can see why they replaced it. This one generally feels a bit more comfortable, although the comfort's a bit different on each. So, I mean, some people might like the old one better. I kind of do like the grip a bit better on the old one, just for general long riding. So that's that. I'm going to go and put the pen back together. Now back to the pen. When holding this pen, you're going to feel a good amount of comfort. I mean, I have pretty big hands, which means I have pretty big fingers, so naturally a larger sized grip is going to feel more comfortable to me. Some people don't like the way these pens are fat, but I mean, really, originally that tended to be a problem for me because people are used to using the, you know, number 2 pencil or the, you know, the cheap Bic mechanical pencils, and those are thin, but this is thick. And I'm gonna have to say it took me some time to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's like riding with nothing else. It feels great. It's extremely comfortable. Kudos to Pilot for making a great pen. The shaker mechanism is great. Some people ask me, they're like, well, doesn't the shaker mechanism break? Or, I mean, it sounds really complicated, and really it's not. It's really simple. You just got the metal weight that hits against the tube holding the lead, which pushes it against the spring, which releases the lead, which really isn't that complicated. And you kind of got to get used to shaking it, because you got to shake it decently hard, because you don't want it, you know, you're like turning it upside down, it's like pouring lead out. You don't want that. But I mean, it's a really great plus to the pen. The actual structure of the pen is solid. It's a bit smaller than the older Dr. Grips, but it's pretty solid. As you can see here, it says Dr. Grip 0.5. Probably can't see it that well, but I have an insert in there. Not that nice. On the back, it doesn't actually have a clip. It has this little piece for, I guess, hanging a keychain or something. It also has the traditional back eraser like cap where you can pull off the eraser, and that also works for pushing out the lead. So you can do it both ways. I mean, these pens are known for the shaker mechanism, the great grip, and the customability of them, which is like, it's like 3 great things that are all put together in one pen. So these pens are really just like phenomenal. Now for this one in particular, the cons about it are, 1, I don't like that it's small. Maybe if you're a person with smaller hands, you're gonna like this, but for me, the fact that it's a bit smaller than the older ones kind of bugs me. But it's not really that big of a deal. I mean, I can still write with it great. Another problem is the materials used. As you can see here, there is a plastic body, kind of a glossy see-through plastic on the outside and the back, and then there's another plastic layer that's green. You can't see it, that's being covered up by my insert, and that's where you can put in an insert. Now the problem with this is the plastic that it's made out of. I don't know if you can see, but right about there, yeah, you can kind of see it there. I got a crack. And that's from in class. I'll be pen spinning it, and it'll drop, and maybe this is just like, this is probably when I drop it off my desk and onto the floor, but it'll put cracks in it. You're gonna see scrapes. That doesn't normally happen with the older Dr. Grips. That's one advantage of those. But for this, you're probably gonna see some scrapes, cracks. I mean, it's not that noticeable. but it's gonna happen. Otherwise, the pen's very solid. The grip feels decently solid. It's comfortable. It's not like you're pressing on it and your fingers are just like being absorbed into some gel. It's also solid, but it's kind of squishy, so you really get that good feel for writing. It's very comfortable to write with. It writes great. I mean, the mechanism doesn't really fail. You're not gonna get like mechanism failures. I mean, like I said, the pen's gonna run you about it's not a pen, it's a pencil. But it's gonna run you about $8.25 depending on where you get it. You're gonna have to order these from a website. I would suggest Jet Pens. That's where I normally get most of my Japanese Dr. Grips. But these are only in Japan. The American Dr. Grips aren't as nice. So overall, I'd score this pen about an 8.9 out of 10, just because it's just got those 3 general customization. It's got the grip and it's got the shaker mechanism, and it's a reliable pencil.